Hey YouTube, Lightning 2288, Rich here. Sorry my voice is kind of giving out. I'm still kind of getting over a cold. Um, this ain't a haul video. This will be like a collection update. I was gonna do like a year in review, but I decided just kind of like get all the keys I can. Not all the keys. This video is gonna be based on Marvel keys alone, and then in a couple weeks I'll do one based on DC. There's quite a bit of books I'm going to show. I'm not showing every key because I got lazy and I didn't feel like digging them all out. And I really need to reorganize my collection because a lot of these books were in actually the same box. And I didn't feel like digging for like the rest of them. I was kind of lazy. And I got motivated to do this video for the simple reason that I didn't want to be stuck downstairs watching some of my wife's recorded shows. Like currently she's watching The Voice, so you know I was really motivated to come upstairs and do a video. But like I said, this will be a Marvel collection vid, just showing you know, an update. I know I've got a lot of new subscribers, a lot of people mentioning certain books I should get, or you know, if I have certain books, and they probably didn't watch some of my older videos, so I just want to get everybody up to date. Before I get started, I'd like to congratulate everybody on all the contests. All the milestones are reaching, a testament to the community, showing, you know, we all show each other support. And like I said, guys, I'll try to enter some of the contests. I'm not guaranteeing it because with Christmas and, you know, work, I've been real super busy shopping. You know, hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Hope everybody survived Black Friday. Good thing is me and my wife don't do that anymore. Kids getting older, a lot of stuff they want are not even on sale anyways. But, basically, let's get this started, and I'll kind of run through it, guys, because I'm going to show, I think, around 100 books. And I do got a little Craigslist story, a failure story, but like I said, just want to let you guys know that not everything's successful. But let's get, like I said, get it started. This is, of course, X Factor number 6, first appearance of Apocalypse. A really hot book. At one time, it was well over 100, but I think it tapered off. But, you know, I still think it's around a $40, $50 book, but still worth the pickup. New Mutants 87, first appearance of Cable. This was actually a Craigslist find earlier this year. Real happy. I think it was, if we averaged it out with that lot of books we got, this would cost me $0.25. And a book that's just unbelievably outrageous right now. This is New Mutants 98, first appearance of Deadpool. You know, for new collectors getting into it, I would suggest, I know this is a hot book. I mean, it's been expensive for a while, but the prices recently are just ridiculous. I mean raw high grade copies, I mean, people are spending $400 to $500. I would definitely, I mean, it will drop. I mean, there's just tons, I just don't understand. There's just tons of these books out there in high grade. I wouldn't spend the $400 to $500 for this book, but you know, like I said, guys, for new just be patient. You know, hopefully, you guys could, you know, get one for a lot cheaper than what they're going for right now. And like I said, guys, I'm just showing kind of like random keys, some of my favorite keys. And like I said, I was lazy. I didn't pull out every key, but like I said, I'm showing well over 100. I didn't realize how many key issues I actually had. And another thing, in this video, you'll notice there will be no Daredevil keys because I got the okay from my wife that coming, you know, January, that I'll be able to get like a major key. So like, of course, I'm going for Daredevil number 1. Of course, it's not going to be a high grade. You know, I'm going to try to get it around a 3.5, 4.0. I'll take maybe even a 3.0 if the price is right. But once I hopefully get that soon, I'll definitely spotlight Daryl, because I got most of the Daredevil keys, so I'll definitely want to spotlight him. And you know, and with Christmas and stuff, that's why I'm doing this video. I've been buying books, but like very few right now with, like I said, Christmas around the corner. I think in the last 2-3 weeks I picked up maybe 3 to 4 books. So really been, you know, focusing on Christmas. And like I said, though, once December's over and January hits, man, I'm back on it. But like I said, this will be my Marvel collection vid, and like just in 2 weeks, just stay tuned. I'll be definitely showcasing DC as well. X-Men number 3, first appearance of the Blob. I'm sorry if my voice is kind of cracking. Like I said, I'm getting over a cold, and like I said, they're like in no particular order. So, like I said, got lazy, didn't want to put them in order. But this is another book, X-Men 266, is starting to peak in price. Definitely, if you have a chance to get this one, definitely get it, especially with him supposedly being in the next, I guess, X-Men Apocalypse movie. and rumor has it that he will probably eventually get his own solo movie. Definitely get it if you have a chance, but just real happy to have it and have 2 copies as well. So X-Men 266, first appearance of Gambit. X-Men 142, second part of Days of Future Past, and X-Men 141, the first part. And for any new collector out there looking for a great read, definitely buy these 2 books. They're definitely worth it. In my opinion, you know, one of the greatest storylines of all time in comic books. This is a storyline that I read continuously, and I even got the trade for it. So definitely, because I didn't want to keep reading my comics and, you know, damaging them any more than they are. But like I said, at one time these books were going for well over 100 each. But since the movie, you know, the hype of the movie's over and everything, these books have really calmed down. So if you definitely, I think, could get both of them for a real good price. So, you know, if you have a chance to get it, it's a really great read, and especially for new collectors out there, you know, definitely pick these 2 books up, X-Men 141, 142. Oh. X-Men 101, first appearance of Phoenix, real happy to have that one. X-Men 60, first appearance of Sauron. X-Men 28, first appearance of Banshee. X-Men 16, first appearance of Master Mold. X-Men 14, first appearance of Sentinels. And this book, in my opinion, for some reason, doesn't get a lot of love. I don't understand. I mean, it's expensive, but compared to the next book I'm going to show, X-Men number 12, first appearance of Juggernaut, this one trumps this book in price a great deal. And I don't understand, because the Juggernaut, don't get me wrong, he is a great X-Men villain, but to me the Sentinels is really undervalued compared to what the Juggernaut's going for. And this is a real significant group throughout the X-Men history. I mean, from the beginnings all the way till now. I mean, they're a major player, which I don't understand why this book trumps it that much more. But like I said, either one, if you could get your hands on it for a good price, definitely pick it up. X-Men 14, first Sentinels. X-Men 12, first Juggernaut. And of course, giant size X-Men number 1. We all know what it is. Real happy to have that. This was one of the first bigger keys I bought when I started getting back into comics. Like I said, guys, I got a huge pile coming. So, I mean, I got another 100 books, so just bear with me. Avengers number 9, first Wonder Man. Avengers 55, first Ultron. Avengers 57, first appearance of Vision, which this book is finally, I mean, a year ago, you could got it for a real good price, but right now, this book is outrageous. This is, to me, in my opinion, it's hitting kind of like how Thanos started hitting, like, at the beginning stages of Iron Man 55, but this, I've seen this book in like 60, 70 going up into the 250 range, so like I said, it's a real good book. I mean, I always liked Vision. I always thought it was an undervalued book, because I think Vision is a major Avenger character. I mean, the longest tenured Avenger, I believe, but like I said, I always loved this character. Glad I got it for a really good price. Avengers King Size Annual 10, first appearance of Rogue, which I do think this is an undervalued book as well. So if you have a chance to get this, you know what, and you can still get it for reasonable. I still see people on YouTube, they still pick it up for 10, 15 bucks and pretty high grade. So if you have a chance to get it, definitely get it. I think it's undervalued for, especially being a major X-Men character's first appearance. Sorry, I'm taking a drink. Marvel Premiere 15, first appearance of Iron Fist. At one time pretty cheap, but you know, with all the Netflix stuff coming out, this book has really skyrocketed as well. And of course, I have a thing with, if I get their first appearance, I try to get their first issue. So this is Iron Fist number 1. I don't know for sure how much it's going for, but I think at the time I got it, and it was at the beginning of the year, I got it for around $10. So real happy to have it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's probably up around a $30, $40 book, but I haven't looked it up. Iron Fist 14, first appearance of Sabretooth. Real happy to have that one as well. Wolverine's number 1 foe. I'm going to start Wolverine. Wolverine number 1 of his ongoing series. Real happy to have that one. Got it, I think, maybe a few months ago. Got a real good price on it. It's a high grade too. Got it for around, I believe it was like $8. So real happy to have that one. Wolverine number 1. any Frank Miller fans, and like I said, new collectors, definitely try to pick up this mini series. It's a 4-issue series done by Frank Miller. Really good story, really good writing. I mean, it's a real fun, to me, a fun read. So like I said, if any new collectors looking for something to read, especially old school stuff, definitely look at this, and I'll show the rest of them. Wolverine number 2, Wolverine number 3, love that cover, and Wolverine number 4. Now let me throw a little story in there. I had a Craigslist hit earlier this week. I don't know, I forgot what day it was, but anyways, I know it was on one of my work days. I got home from work and the guy hit me up, and you know, blah blah blah. We went back and forth. He ended up sending me like 2 or 3 picks. He had 4 short boxes and like 40 or 50 slab books, and they were all in one pick. They weren't like they were just all in like a pile. He just took a picture of all of them together. And I noticed on in the first pick, on top of the boxes, he had Golden Age Captain Marvels. And then in another pick, he had a 9.0 graded Giant Size X-Men 1 and a 9.0 graded Ghost Rider 1. And that was, well, you know what, he only sent me 2 picks actually. No, he sent me another pick, but it was just another pick of like the overall collection. Nothing really pointed out. But like I said, in the collection, he had a Giant Size X-Men 1, 9.0, Ghost Rider 1 9.0, and Golden Age, some Golden Age Captain Marvels in the pick that I did notice. And we started talking on the phone. He wanted me to show. He wanted $1,500 for everything, and I figured with those graded books, I'd probably make my money back. So I was definitely on a go for it. But the problem was he wanted me to come the very next day, and he wanted me to get there around 8 in the morning, and I had to work. So I pleaded and pleaded for him to like let me come on a Friday or a Saturday, and he said he couldn't do it. He's moving. He needed to move the stuff, and he had another guy coming at like 10. So the very next day I went to work, got home, ended up calling up the guy. The guy did end up selling the collections, and he said he got a full asking price. So there had to be a lot of goods. Like I said, with those 2 books I mentioned, a 9.0 Giant Size and a 9.0 Ghost Rider 1, and some Golden Age Captain Marvel. God knows what else was in that collection. So someone came up. Like I said, I got burnt again, I guess. But like I said, this is what happens. You win some on Craigslist, you lose some. But hopefully, guys, I got another guy I'm supposed to meet this weekend. Nothing big like the one I just told you. But he has 600. Here, I'll let you know what he has. He has 600 books, all DC. The ages, the years was from 1978 to 1987. So, and he wants $300 for 600 books. And you know, of course, I'm gonna try going there not at full asking price. So hopefully, he has a few keys in there that I can make my money back and just keep the rest. But like I said, guys, wish me luck. I'm definitely gonna be meeting him this weekend, and hopefully it all works out good. And let's get to some more books, guys. Okay, let me just move these real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all unorganized. I was just ill prepared to do this video. Iron Man Submariner number 1, the one shot. Definitely happy this was another Craigslist earlier. And these are just totally out of order, guys. This is Iron Man 282, first appearance of War Machine. Invaders number 1. I don't know why I even threw that in there. It's nothing major, but I don't know. There's something always about that cover I always enjoyed. And here's a book that I know a lot of new collectors getting into it. Getting into collecting now and trying to go for some first appearances. I honestly feel bad because they're just if you guys have a chance, especially new collectors, wait it out. Hopefully some of these books drop. But if not, try to get like second appearance, or even here's a perfect example. Get Black Panther is super hot right now. His first appearance is just outrageously expensive. So if you have a chance to get this book, it's definitely well worth it. This is Black Panther number 1, done by the King. And I mean, at one time I know it was really cheap, but I think right now they're going between 30 and 40 bucks. So, but still reasonable, I guess. But if you have a chance, definitely get this one, because I know this one right now, Fantastic Four 52, the first appearance of Black Panther, is skyrocket. I've seen VG copies go up into the 300 plus range. So there's no way. To me, I think a lot of books do taper off after a while, after the hype dies down. I mean, it's not going to lose a lot, but I would wait it out and hopefully just, like I said, with this hobby, I think ETA Nick said it the best. I watched one of his videos. He said it's not This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Take your time. You know, I know we're all the same. We all want every key all at once, but there's no way just with the prices nowadays. So like I said, take your time, be patient, and eventually you'll get a book at the price you're willing to spend at the grade you want. And like I said, a lot of books are overpriced right now. Like I said, Fantastic Four 52, still a significant character, but you know, this book has skyrocketed really due to the fact that he is now getting his own movie. And Ghost Rider #1, this was Craigslist earlier this year as well. Didn't get a great deal on it. It cost me $30, but still, right now in this grade, I think this book is going around probably like $75 to $100. And of course, you know, I love the first issues, but I love the first appearances even more. Marvel Spotlight #5, first appearance of Ghost Rider. Let's see. Nova #1, not a huge fan, but like I said, a key issue, and I ain't gonna pass up. I found this earlier. I think it was at a thrift store, if I remember, or like an antique store with my wife. She dragged me in there, and I actually found this. I think it was like $2-3. So real happy to have that. And here's a prime example of a book getting hype, and it really dropped in value. This is Astonishing Tales 25, first appearance of Deathlock, but more important to me, first artwork or Marvel artwork of George Perez, or first published artwork of George Perez, really talented artist. But when he was confirmed for the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., for the next 2 to 3 weeks, I seen his books going up into the $200 range. I think now you could get a pretty high grade copy for around $25-30. So like I said, guys, take your time. Do not buy during the peak of a rumor or a hype. If you could get it before, if you could somehow beat the craze, or wait it out, because a lot of times I wait the stuff out, or I've gotten lucky and just bought it early. But like I said, take your time with books, guys. Like I said, this hobby is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And, you know, we could go broke really fast trying to get everything at once. But like I said, it's a prime example of a book with a lot of hype behind it, and now it's not even close to what it was going for maybe like 6-7 months ago. Tomb of Dracula 13, Origin of Blade, and a lot of people overlook the origin issues, but definitely worth the pickup. Not that expensive of a book. If I suggest getting it, it's Origin of Blade, and I believe first appearance of Deacon Frost. I think my boy Chris, Spidey Fan 70C, recently showed this in his last haul video, so definitely worth the pickup. And of course, Tomb of Dracula 10, first appearance of Blade. Werewolf by Night 32, first appearance of Moon Knight, and it's a real cool book, but I don't know if it's a low print run, because I just to this day I don't understand why this book is so much, and this was actually a Craigslist as well, but I just don't know why this book is worth so much. I know he has kind of like a cult, like an underground type following, but I just still don't understand why this book's so much. But I mean, he's a cool character, but he's not like a major character, but I don't know. I'm just rambling. Sorry, guys. Conan #1, really cool. Book that's real hot right now as well. Amazing Adventures. #1, Inhumans and the Black Widow. Anything with Inhumans on it, just worth a hell of a lot. Like I said, guys, I had the first appearance of Inhumans and stuff like that. I got Inhumans #1, their first ongoing series, but like I said, I got so many boxes, I just did not feel like digging through everything, but I happened to find this one, so this is what you guys get. Luke Cage #1, first appearance of Luke Cage, really cool, I guess, cool book. You know, it's funny, I started collecting in the late 80s, you know, and all the way into the mid 90s, and I kind of stopped because, you know, had a family and had to, you know, be the father and, you know, be the breadwinner. Couldn't just be wasting all my money on books, but it's just weird to me that this book and the Iron Fist books are just so expensive now, because when I was growing up, you know, collecting, even up into the mid-90s, these were like joke type characters. It's just funny how a show hypes up a character so much now, because when I was, like I said, Luke Cage and Iron Fist, they were like C-rated characters. Now, like, this book is like a $100 book now. It's hard to believe just because of a show. But like I said, happy to have it. I am a key collector, so, you know, but still, to me, I still think a lot of the books right now are kind of overpriced. Get these books out of the way. And another real cool book, and this book I actually do think is undervalued. This is Captain Marvel #1. Got 2 copies. Real happy to have it. One was a Craigslist. I don't know which one. I think this one was the Craigslist, and this one's a little bit of a lower grade. But I'm going to throw a contest. I was actually going to do a contest this time around, but there's so many people doing contests, and I'm going to try, guys, to enter more people's contests, but I'm not going to guarantee everything. Just like I said, I'm super busy. But, I didn't want to throw a contest and interfere with no one else's. But when I do throw it, just be on the lookout for it. When I do decide to throw a contest, I'm going to throw nothing but, I'm going to throw all Silver Age books, and this is going to be one of the prizes. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I just need to think up some questions and some stuff I want to see. But definitely, I'm going to try to give some pretty decent, pretty cool prizes. And like I said, guys, this is a highly undervalued book, and I love his original costume. I like his original costume more than his current one. Marvel Superheroes 12. First appearance of Captain Marvel. And that was a Craigslist as well. Real happy to have that. Tales of Suspense 62. The Origin of Mandarin. Like I said, guys, don't it's worth getting the origin issues, I always think. Especially I just remember when I was younger, the origin issues were actually worth something. So I think it's going to come back. People are eventually going to want to know the history behind the character. So if I have a chance, I always pick up the origins of the certain characters. So this is Tales of Suspense 62, Origin of the Mandarin. Tales of Suspense 50, of course, his first appearance. Tales to Astonish 44, first appearance of the Wasp. And like I said, like origin appearances, I think second appearances are highly overlooked as well. Tales of Suspense 53, first Black Widow, and especially with certain books, guys. I understand, the younger guys out there, the newer collectors, some of those first appearances might be out of range, but, definitely try to go for the second appearance. They're still worth it, and it's it's an early appearance, and they're a lot cheaper than the first, and it's still worth having, but this is a Tales of Suspense 53, second appearance of Black Widow, and of course Tales of Suspense 52, first appearance of Black Widow. Submariner number 1, really cool cover, one of my favorite covers of all the 68 premiere issues. Get these out of the way. Miss Marvel 18, first appearance, or first full appearance of Mystique. Still, it's, I guess, the most expensive of the 3, but like I said, I still need the other 2. And of course, Miss Marvel number 1, guys. This book, and I have her first appearance. I have Carol Danvers' first appearance, but like I said, there's a lot of books I'm not going to show because I just was too lazy and I didn't feel like digging for it. But Miss Marvel number 1, this book is extremely expensive. 5-6 months ago, I bought this for I think $8, maybe 10 at the most. A pretty high grade copy. But like I said, this is another prime example. Guys, do not spend what they're wanting for it on eBay right now. Wait this book out. It's a key issue, and it's, to me, a pretty significant key, but it's not worth what people are paying for right now. Just like I said, wait it out, be patient. This is what you have to be patient, especially new collectors. Don't fork over the money on the first book you see. I know we all want the keys right away, but to me, I'd rather take my time and eventually get it at a decent price, because right now, this is another prime example of a book just, to me, overly priced. Iron Man 55, of course, first appearance of Iron Man, Blood Brothers, Drax the Destroyer. Real happy to have this. And I know a lot of people kind of blame Thanos for all this comic stuff, but to me, I always thought Thanos was I grew up reading Thanos. I read the Infinity Gauntlet and all that stuff. That was huge in the 90s, so I always thought Thanos was a cool character. But, with Thanos being as badass he is, and as Drax, how he was in the movie, this book, to me, this book is all well worth the prices for this one. You get 2 major characters in it. And of course, this is Craigslist, a beat-up copy though, but it's Iron Man number 1. Basically, guys, it's free. I made all my money back and then some on that huge Silver Age Craigslist haul, so I'm glad to have it. I would like to upgrade it eventually, but like I said, free. I can't complain about that, but I always wanted it. This completed the 68 premiere issues for me. This is Iron Man number 1. And I don't know why I even threw this in here. This is just in the box. Captain America, I think it's number 6. I don't know, variant covers. I'm just not good with this. This is first appearance of Winter Soldier. And I threw this one in here because I love the cover. Captain America Annual number 8, just iconic cover. Wolverine fighting Cap. Get these out of the way. Another second appearance, Captain America 118, second appearance of Falcon, of course. Captain America 117, first appearance of Falcon, definitely worth the pickup. Captain America 110, first appearance, I believe, of Madam Hydra. I believe so. But more importantly, it's a Jim Steranko art. This is a badass cover. I love this. And this book is not cheap by any means. And of course, Captain America 100. And it's funny, this is actually, I had 3 copies. I sold the other 2, but all 3 copies were Craigslist finds. I found 3 copies of this issue on Craigslist this year. Really cool. Not a huge fan of this movie, but I got it. Star Wars number 1. And like I said, with the next trilogy, I guess the trailer already dropped for it. And it's still worth the pickup. Still reasonable. So you could get it for a decent price. So any Star Wars fan, I'm pretty sure you have it, but if you don't, it's real reasonable to get still. It's not that expensive. Marvel Spotlight, number 2, First Werewolf by Night. Sorry, just going all over now. This is Journey into Mystery 114, first appearance of Absorbing Man. Journey into Mystery 118, first appearance of Destroyer. And of course, Thor 126. This is where it starts off with Thor in the title instead of Journey into Mystery. So real happy to have that. I'm just throwing these in there because the man did these. Devil Dinosaur number 1. Machine Man number 1. Like I said, they're just all out of order here. Amazing Spider-Man 59. This is, I believe, the first appearance of Mary Jane on a cover. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1. Spectacular Spider-Man number 1. I got this for $5. Can you believe that? A really high grade copy at that. A lot of people newsstand edition too. So real happy to get that. Of course, I've showed these in a few videos already. Of course, got 2 copies now of Amazing Spider-Man 300, first appearance of Venom. Get these up there. Amazing Spider-Man 252. Secret Wars number 8. These were all Craigslist too. Amazing Spider-Man 194. This book has taken a huge increase in price. I think there's a rumor of her actually being in her own movie as well. Oh well. Found this at a thrift store earlier this year for like $3. Not a thrift store, antique shop my wife took me to. And of course, Amazing Spider-Man 129. First appearance of the Punisher. Amazing Spider-Man 122, and as you notice, I don't have Amazing 121. Definitely need to get that. It's definitely gonna be sometime next year, but I will get it. that I need 121 in X-Men 94, and I got the Bronze Age locked down, and I'm just focused on Silver Age after that. And like I said, my wife gave me the okay to go after 3 major keys, so Daredevil's gonna be definitely one of them. I think I'm trying. Like I said, guys, if I start getting those type of books, you ain't gonna see many videos from me. And if you do, they're gonna be like 1-2 book hauls. It'll be like a 5-minute video. But like I said, I'm getting to the point in my collection now that I want to get the major keys now. But like I said, definitely need 121. But Amazing Spider-Man 122, Death of Green Goblin. Amazing Spider-Man 50, first appearance of Kingpin. Amazing Spider-Man 31, first appearance of Gwen Stacy. Alright guys, one more pile and then we're done. Alrighty. I don't know why that She-Hulk number 1, it was just in the box. Hulk 271, first appearance of Rocket Raccoon in comics. Hulk 182, I guess his 3rd appearance. Sorry guys, that's my phone. Let me delete that. Hulk 181, first full appearance of Wolverine. Hulk 181, same thing, first full appearance of Wolverine. Hulk 180, first appearance of Wolverine. And I'll just throw some cool Hulk covers because I like them. Hulk 105. Hulk 104. Hulk 103. And of course, Hulk 102, really cool cover. Definitely, if you have a chance to get that book. I think this book's pretty reasonable still. And let's go with Defenders number 1. Really cool book, high grade. Marvel Features #1, The Defenders, first appearance of the Defenders. Sergeant Fury and Italian Commandos #5, first appearance of Baron Strucker. You could tell the condition it's in, but like I said, I think it was like $10, so I'm definitely not going to pass up on that. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1, beautiful Jim Steranko cover. Strange Tales 135, first Fury as an agent, I believe first appearance of Hydra. I'm not for sure, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And of course, Strange Tales 126, first appearance of Dormammu, whatever. Doctor Strange 169, Silver Surfer #3, first appearance of Mephisto. Silver Surfer #1, and Fantastic Four 48, first appearance of Silver Surfer and Galactus. And like I said, guys, I had a lot more keys, but I just didn't want to show too many books. And just stay tuned. I'm gonna do this type of video, but just focus on DC, and it'll be in a couple weeks. But not only that, be on the lookout. I will eventually throw a contest and throw some good prizes out there for all my subscribers. And like I said, I appreciate everything, guys. Thanks for all the support and everything, and I'll talk to you guys soon.